Okay. My name is Alexander Johnson. I'm here to give a persuasive speech over keeping marijuana illegal due to the issues it goes through in the act of legalization. And the political policies have been gaining issues over the lines when it comes to the legalization of marijuana. It has been shown that bringing medical marijuana into life has brought up issues in drug abuse, impaired neural issues, and other issues that fall under the legal terms of guidelines. Multiple documents in the legalization of marijuana is sprouting issues left and right, and people are thinking it will only help medically. To start off, let's begin by starting with my first point. The point of marijuana has been considered to have no medical use. Ever since the first statewide opening of marijuana when it took effect in California in the year 1996, the number of Americans with legal access to what is many prefer as a pleasure drug than it is a medical drug has steadily been growing, with no major medical advancements at all. Then the urge to legalize the drug has become more rampant ever since the legalization in Colorado the year 2016. The DEA, or the Drug Enforcement Administration, ruled that marijuana has no currently accepted medical uses in treatments of the United States, has a high potential for abuse to the users that involved with the user, and shows signs of non-acceptable levels of safety for medical issues, even under medical supervision. Even though it might benefit some people through anxiety and reduced stress, although all of it is truly enhance those issues, it has shown no medical advancements and a high level of lacking safety under the medical drug. The drug only will cause a more decline to medical advancements due to its the effects. Moving on, let's move to the next point. There has been very bad negative effects when it comes to medical marijuana. The legalization in the small amount of certain states, the drug marijuana not only made a larger use of the drug for pleasurable uses, but it also put an increase to the medical issues in the users of marijuana, most of which drawing towards the line of social anxiety disorders, mental disorders, depression, and addiction. With the lines of mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and even depression, there's long been a debate about whether the drug is physically addictive or not at all, which psychologists say today that it's very addictive. Both are true in this cause, especially when it concerns younger, long-term users who started their habit on potent strains with high THC, which is the main ingredient in weed. Issues that lead us to the causes in these fields of the medical and health care could have a difference in the state with better regulations when it comes to the state that supports the legalization of marijuana. Although even issues have sprung up in illegal states such as our own of Texas. Moving on to the last point, law enforcement and legislators have already tried making precautions in banning or setting regulations against marijuana. To start off, since the 80s, there are still over 38 states that classify marijuana as an illegal drug. And within these states that do have the medical drug legalized, it still falls under a system of federal crime in the act of possessing, buying, or selling the drug marijuana. Federal court system still has it in the system as registered as a controlled substance, just like cocaine or heroin. The federal law has settled on putting the drug marijuana illegal since the 1930s. Current federal drug laws are contained in the Controlled Substance Act, or the CSA, because of the drug's classifications under the lines of potential abuse, lack of any medical value, and that is, it can't be safely described. The Controlled Substance Act, also the CSA, also makes it federally unlawful to support any knowingly open, setting up any leases, putting up for rent, keeping, maintain, or use of property for the manufacturing, storing, or distribution of controlled substance like marijuana and others. To finally wrap up the speech, in this persuasive speech over policy issues, the issue informing marijuana to become legal has been showed to be inadequate in forms of causing no real health values, causing more health issues of the line of anxiety and mental illness, and the federal laws have more power over the state laws when it comes to legalizing the drug, so it's still considered a federal crime. The legalization of marijuana has shown more causes, even over its opposite counterpartner, in the safer route to succeed upon the field of medicine and legislative policies. I said way too much in that.